India and Russia have strongly rejected former U.S. President Donald Trump's recent comments, describing them as fallen to the dark side of China. India's foreign ministry called the remarks unnecessary and a misrepresentation of our non-aligned foreign policy, while Russia's foreign minister stated Moscow's policies are sovereign and not dictated by others. The backlash highlights growing diplomatic tensions as the U.S. seeks to counter China's global influence. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has arrived in Beijing for critical economic discussions with Chinese officials. The talks will focus on trade imbalances, supply chain security, and potential de-escalation of economic tensions. Analysts suggest these negotiations could prevent further sanctions, but progress remains uncertain given ongoing geopolitical strains. Yellen's visit is seen as a key effort to stabilize U.S.-China relations amid rising global economic uncertainty. New polling data reveals a tightening race in key U.S. Senate battlegrounds ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. Democrats face an uphill battle to retain control, with voter sentiment shifting in several swing states. Both parties are ramping up campaign efforts, signaling a highly competitive election season. Political analysts suggest economic concerns and foreign policy debates may dominate voter priorities in the coming months. NASA has unveiled plans for Europa Odyssey, a historic manned mission to Jupiter's moon Europa, targeting a 2040 launch. Scientists believe Europa's subsurface ocean could harbor extraterrestrial life, making this one of the most ambitious deep space explorations yet. The mission marks a shift in focus beyond the moon and Mars, reigniting public interest in interstellar discovery and the search for life beyond Earth. European Union leaders will hold an emergency summit next week to address a worsening energy crisis. With gas reserves dwindling and prices soaring due to geopolitical tensions, the bloc aims to strategize joint procurement and stabilize supplies before winter. The crisis has raised concerns over economic stability and energy security across the continent, prompting urgent political action. A new study published in The Lancet reveals that long COVID symptoms, including fatigue and cognitive impairment, can persist for more than 3 years post-infection. Researchers warn of long-term public health challenges, emphasizing the need for specialized care for chronic sufferers. The findings underscore the pandemic's lingering impact, even as global cases decline, urging governments to prioritize post-COVID healthcare support. Financial markets are responding to newly released economic indicators, with mixed reactions across sectors. While some regions show resilience, others face volatility due to inflation concerns and supply chain disruptions. Analysts advise cautious investment strategies as central banks weigh further policy adjustments. The data highlights the fragile state of the post-pandemic global economy. Leading tech companies have achieved a major breakthrough in quantum computing, significantly advancing processing speeds and data security. Experts say this innovation could revolutionize industries from healthcare to finance. However, ethical concerns over AI integration and data privacy remain key discussion points as the technology rapidly progresses toward commercialization. Climate activists worldwide are staging protests demanding stronger action ahead of the COP31 summit. Demonstrators highlight record-breaking temperatures and extreme weather events as evidence of the urgent need for policy changes. Governments face mounting pressure to commit to stricter emissions targets, but political and economic hurdles persist in global climate negotiations. Scientists have announced a groundbreaking advancement in renewable energy storage, potentially solving intermittency issues for solar and wind power. The new battery technology promises longer lifespans and higher efficiency, accelerating the transition to clean energy. Industry leaders hail this as a critical step toward achieving global net zero emissions targets in the coming decades.